So the purpose of this particular video is going to be taking this project that I've been working on and using the Date-fns library to format my dates for my movies here in this movie project. So the dates come in from the API, and when I just display them, it displays them like this. I'm not a fan of that for the date. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to first shut down my developer server here so that I can go through and install Date-fns. Now, if you're using npm, the command is npm install Date-fns. I'm using pnpm, so I'm going to use the command pnpm install Date-fns. Like I said, same command, just regular npm instead of pnpm if you're running it that way. And it will go through and install the packages in order for us to use this library. So now if I go to my package.json, I should see Date-fns installed here as a dependency. So I can go back to my movies over here. And what I'm going to do first is I'm going to import the format function from Date-fns. So then I can use this format function anywhere in my project here. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go down, and where I've got movie release date here, I'm going to call format, and I'm going to pass it in my movie release date. And then I'm going to use a comma here, and I'm going to say the initials for what I want. So if you're looking at the layout here, it shows you kind of what letters to do or what to put in order to pull off the particular naming structure that you want to do. So you'll just need to figure out what that structure is. If you need help, you can use ChatGPT and give it an example of what you want, and usually it's pretty good. I've already laid mine out here. I want it to have the full month, the day, comma, and then the year. So I'll lay it all out like this, and then I'm going to enclose it since we're calling that function. And now I'm going to go back down here and I'm going to run np or pnpm for me, run dev to start up my developer server, and then we'll launch my app again over here and reload it. And sometimes there'll be issues with it. So I'm going to troubleshoot this. I'm going to look at my console, see if there's an error, and it's saying invalid time value. So what I have an issue with here is being able to access the date in a valid way. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go and I'm going to try to figure out where over here I need to look in order to access the date. Now, I have never dealt with this particular issue before. So what I'm looking at is what my options are for formatting over here. So I have ISO duration string. I have ISO 9075 and I have an ISO 86 standard. These end up looking like this. Now this one right here is what I'm wanting. So I want new date from that. So inside of my function, I'm going to try that. I'm going to try applying new date as a function to this. So I'll say new date, and I'm going to try to encircle. All right, so I've got it encircling my movie release date. And then I'm going to put my format around that. So we're going to format new date from the movie release date, and then comma the rest of my formatting here. And I'm checking to see where my problem is here. Oh, I've got two formats here. Let's take this part and get rid of it. So we're formatting a new date made from the movie release date. Now, I don't know if this is going to work because of the commas here. Because in their examples on Date-fns, it requires the commas. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to come back over here and I'm going to check and see what's coming back. And now it's formatting my date in the proper method. Let's see if we're getting any errors. No errors in the console, and my date is perfect. So I'm getting September 20th of 2023 for the Paw Patrol Mighty movie. And then if you go down there, Killers of the Flower Moon gets the right date, Golda, and so on. So I love how it lists the Lion King and upcoming movies, just because it's coming back to the theater. But anyways, that is how you can use Date-fns and just the simple format feature to go through and simply fix your formatting in JavaScript. Now, if you've ever looked at this, there are tons of options for what you can do with Date-fns. I highly recommend it as a library to use in your projects, because there are all these different ways to do math with the dates, to get whatever the first day of the month is, last day of the month, ranges, all of that type stuff is doable through here. And if you need help figuring out how to do something, most of the AI in different areas, whether it be Bard or ChatGPT, can help you, even if it comes down to how you want to format things. So highly encourage the use of this. It worked fantastic for my particular application here, where I'm needing the date in a specific format. Hopefully you're able to get some good out of this as well. I know that it has been a lifesaver on several of my projects, and I'm very, very happy to promote this particular library.